Hello everyone, myself Vijay, and today we are discussing about the biological evolution. The mechanics of the evolution, biological evolution, is driven by the mechanism such as the natural selection, the genetical drift, and the mutation. What is the natural selection? The process where the organism better adapt to their environment tends to survive and produce more offspring as compared to the other organisms. This is known as the natural selection. In some cases, if the weather condition change, the people which are more adaptive to that weather get benefit of that thing. The special example in this is the population in the Africa which have sickle cell anemia, uh, due to which they have like advantage that the dengue and the malaria type of mm, disease cannot get to them person because they attack the RBCs, as in that case the RBCs is not in its concave shape and it is present in the sickles shape. So they have advantage of this. Sometimes there may be disadvantage of mutation. Now the role of the information in the evolution. We discuss about the genetical information first of all. The DNA serve as a primary medium for a strong biological information. The sequence of the nucleotides encoded informations for building up proteins which are essential for the cellular functions. Uh, in this, the genetical information, the information is given about the genetical information which we have in every cell of our body, uh, and it sometimes also help in finding the ancestor roots of any species or any person if we want to in the genetical information. After that is the information transfer. During the reproduction, genetical information is transmitted from the parent to the offspring, as we all know that. And this transfer can evolve mutation that induce viability, which is crucial for the natural selection. Sometimes, most of the time, this the small type of piling up of we can say small mutation, or like we can say small evolution, because mutation is a genetical change uh, in short period of time. But in the case of like information transfer, it is taking time taking process. And the third one is the adaptation and the fitness. The organism that possesses the advantageous uh, traits encoded in their genetical information are more likely to survive and reproduce as compared to the other organisms. The concept of fitness can be understood in the terms of how well an organism's genetical information allow it to adapt to its environment. Like adaptation and the fitness is not like related. If an person is bodybuilder, then its children get it uh, by the genetical transfer. No, the person in its maybe they have another uh, like advantage, like building up of muscle more as compared to a different person. But if a person in its childhood is normal and after that he become a bodybuilder, that trait do not pass to like their children directly. Like their children are not bodybuilder from the birth. No, that is not like genetical information transfer. But can some protein generation or the like genes which help into the protein formation, they can be like pass to the other, mm, like to their offsprings. The application of the information theory in the evolution is the first is the population genetics. In population genetics, information theory help quantify the genetical diversity within the population. It is the entropy measures. Research use entropy to measure the genetical variability within a population. Higher entropy indicates the higher diversity, where it can enhance a population ability to adapt to the change in the environment. Like entropy measure is directly relation. If the entropy is more, there is the diversity is the more. After that, the evolutionary dynamics, like the mutational landscape and the evolutionary algorithm, there are two. The first we discuss about the mutational landscapes. The concept of fitness landscape can be analyzed using the information theory to understand how the mutation affect an organism fitness over the time. The second one is the evolutionary algorithms. These algorithms mimics the natural selection process and utilizes the principles for the information theory to optimize the solution of the computerized problem. After that, there is a like protein evolution. Protein evolve through the mutation that alters their like amino acid sequences and the sequence information theory help to quantify the amount of the functional information retained or the lost during a protein evolution. Like protein evolution can be good or can be bad because there are many essential proteins which uh, are used by a body in the cellular metabolism, and if they get changed, then there can be problem caused by them. So it can be a good or it can be a bad. After that, the information like cognitive evolution, we heard about the cognitive evolution. The information theory also exceeds to understanding the cognitive process in the animals. Like information processing, the brain processes sensory input and make the decision based on the encoded information in our brain. Understanding this process through an information lens can shed light on how their cognitive trails evolves. Like when we see about uh, a person is more active, and it's all because in the previous time when there is no civilization, the peoples are living in like forest, and they always have to like active their all senses, because at that time there is no one other person to like help to them. So they have to also like act like a prey and the predator. Why I am saying like they act as a prey, because there are more many animals which feeds on human that time, or we can say that harm the human at that time. And at why I am saying that they also act as like predator, because they need food. They have to like hunt the animals and other things to do. So there is like from there we get evolved, and we have senses like high senses at this particular time. now we uh, Now we come on like upon the information theory play a crucial role in understanding the biological evolution by the quantify how the information is stored, transmitted, and proceed within the organism. We already discussed how the information is stored. It is stored in the DNA form, in the DNA in the form of genes, or we can say in simple way in the form of proteins, because they are very useful in the metabolic processes of the human. And about the transmission, they transmitted through like passing the information of the genetical information to the offspring by producing more and more offsprings. And the processes within the organism, like the process, how they process the, when we the person or the offspring get the same genetic material, so they get the same proteins, amino acids, and they can act same as that their ancestor acting or the doing work with that proteins or the genes. All the three steps are covered here. And thank you very much for listening to me. And if you have any queries, then do comment and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Like the video.